morning. My name's Anne-Marie from the Ekka Flower and Garden Committee, and I'm here to talk to you and show you how to make a simple bee hotel. Insects are really important in our environment. They provide food for different birds, they help with pollination. I've got a whole heap of different varieties of things that you can use to create your insect hotel. I've got things like pithy stems from papyrus. I've got some cuttings from a large salvia plant, and they're hollow and they're really great for insects to make their homes in and lay their eggs and larvae in. I've also got some sedges. Once again, they're a nice hollow, light material to use. And I've got some cut bamboo. I've also got some twigs and a couple of pieces of log, which will also help make little nooks and crannies for your animals to hide in. As far as using a container, you can really use anything. So you can use something like an old pot, you can use a tin, you can even get creative if you want to and use something odd like a teapot. Also, if you want to, you can buy a little pre-made house and then you can just fill it with bits and pieces. So to make it, to assemble your insect hotel, it's pretty simple. If you like, you can get some clay and put it in the bottom. That will hold everything in place. You get a little bit of clay and just push it into the base, just like that. And then you can start building your insect hotel. I like to put my bits and pieces in groups. So I'm going to start off with some pieces of bamboo. So you can see that I'm starting to lie those in. It doesn't take very long. The great thing about this is that you can go and forage for all the materials that you need. So you can have a morning where you go out into the garden and go and hunt for bits and pieces to add into the insect hotel. Going to add some of this pithy papyrus stem. Also going to add in some sticks. I'm going to break up a little bit. And what you do is you just keep building, adding more things in as you go. Adding in some large pieces of wood. Now some of those you can see have already been used by insects and they make a great place for hiding for things like little lizards, like skinks. You just keep adding and adding your materials. Using different types of material gives your insects different options. So some insects will prefer a larger hole, some insects will prefer a smaller one. And if you give them a variety, it means that they'll have their own options and they can choose them. Now, when you're building an insect hotel, think about where you're going to place it. And ideally, where you place your insect hotel is in a space in the garden where you'd like to spend the entire day. So not too hot and not too cold. You can also add in other pieces. So for example, I'm going to add this old terracotta pot into the, I just stand it up to do this and push it in. Oh, muffles. There we go. It's nearly finished. I think it might just need a little bit of coconut fibre. Now the coconut fibre will be nice for some of the birds to come and take for their nest. So you can help out with the birds. And it also helps to hold in place all the pieces that you've put into your insect hotel. So I'm just going to add some air drying clay into the smaller pot and push it in. And just to finish it off, I'm going to use some of these seeds. I think that'll be a nice hiding space for maybe some of the lizards. Okay, that's a really simple bee hotel. Thanks for watching this demo about how to create an insect hotel. Look forward to seeing your entries in this year's ECHA.